flip as well. There's the Glimmer Cape. They can't quite go for this.
Era's
Sonic
dead.
Wave. Era in trouble. Doesn't have the agent, but the Omni Slash, and now S4 might be forced to buy back. Jump in. There's the Dream Coil. Loda's got his Chemical Rage. He's healing up as fast as he can. Minot's about to fall. The last couple of right clicks. Loda's staying alive, but just barely. And there it is. Limp getting the double kill, and the Alk will have to buy back with no Chemical Rage. S4, does he have his BKB? No. His Orchid is up, and they've lost their racks, but the trade top lane. Bulldog going to work, getting it done. Nobody TPing back yet. There's the Requiem. Doesn't hit on anybody. They need to TP home, but it's too late. It's a racks for a racks. You could say that NIP won the fight. They forced out the buybacks, but Bulldog, the rat that he is, again, how many times have we freaking seen this? He's gonna blink away. They decide, okay, maybe it's not worth it now. They'll find Ake. Do they find Bulldog? There's the Omni Slash, but he's got his Necro Summons, and Admiral Bulldog getting slowed down. They'll finally lose him. He's no buyback. John forward, S4 gonna try to cut the creep wave. Maybe there's the Yules up. They're gonna find Minot's as well on top of it. And he should have buyback available. They won't even, will they dive him? They're gonna go for it. Jump in with the blink deck, the Elusior back out, jaunt away from Jonas and Fan, and Air will pick up that kill. He'll have to buy back the tier 3 tower. They're cutting the creep wave with S4. It's not quite coming just yet. And there's no creep wave coming through mid either. Backdoor protection's gonna kick in pretty soon. Can they get the melee racks in time? They're gonna grab it, it looks. They still have that one range creep in the back lines. That's doing the work.
Stay alive, buddy.
Lemon in trouble, force forward, S4 looking for it, blinks away in the end, and they're gonna lose a second set of racks. Great wraparound smoke from NIP, and they are still in this series. They want to force this to a game 3.
These high ground pushes, but NIP are just gonna kind of circumvent the defense and go from around to make this as spread out and easy as possible for them. They've actually got a Jonas and Fan with an Aghanim Scepter now,
There's
too.
the Yules. They're going to find the Beastmaster. Will they go for this? There's the Orchid coming out. Mantis out of it. The Omni Slash Bulldog done. No buyback available. Sonic Wave on it, too, doing some work for S4. The Death Ward fully unleashed, and the potential is there. They'll take down Seal Kid, but in trouble. Hanskin backing away. Here comes the jug. S4 going down. Dead for 86 seconds. Loda getting kited. He's just not that fast. He'll pop the Unstable Concoction and limp the right clicker at the range position, and now pops the Manta, but the Blade Fury will do just enough, it looks like. And the last right click, he was healing with the Acid Spray, but he will be forced to buy back. Minot's backing away, as well as S4, who just bought back into the game. They lose Seal Kid and nothing else, and somehow that Death Ward, it just doesn't do enough. The Sonic Wave, they did so much damage, wasn't quite there. Force forward, they were trying to take down S4. He gets silenced up as well. His BKB uncooled up for 26 seconds, or 20 seconds. Satanic pop for limp, going to work. Loda trying to man mode, but he doesn't really have the damage. He's got so much magic damage with the Radiance, with the Octarine core, but Limp now in trouble. He's got the edge, the Soul Rev. They might have to leave him out to dry. They'll defend their racks again. Buybacks forced, but Alliance are not done yet. They're turning it around. Hans get in trouble. He's out of mana. There's the Roar. Limp in trouble. Silence is up, and they're going to leave him behind. He's the martyr for the cause. He'll pop the BKB. The Requiem will go, but it's not going to do nearly enough. Are they going to try to turn this around? Here comes Era. Limp's BKB wears off just
You gotta get out, Era. There's no way that you're gonna be able to survive
too much.
this.
S4 gets the double kill. He has to pop the drum charge. He's got one left in the tank. He has the cheese. Unstable Concoction could come soon. Bulldog, he's got Blink but no Roar. Air will pick up an Invis rune. Do they have a gem? They should have some buybacks. They want to force the game into their hands. Both of the cores for NIP have the buyback that's needed. There's the force out. The Sonic Wave not going. Everybody caught with the Dream Crawl. The freezing field doing work. Bulldog will fall first. S4 in trouble. The Death Ward fully completed, fully going, but they have a huge, not Glimmer Cape, but rather the Crimson Guard going to work. 3 dead. They turn around. No buyback coming up from Loda, who gets blown up. Era trying to chase down Ake. Cask is bouncing. There's the Elusior Arm jumping in, gets slowed up as well. The zombies with the Death Plus and the right click. Air with the Scotty. They'll take 4 down, and this might be it. The GG, the game number 3 coming up here. If NIP could just bring this in and get these mega creeps. They'll have a couple of Hawks scouting things out, but they're smoked up on the side. They're going to go for Loda, the Dream Crawl. Miles away. He's going to pop the Chemical Rage. He's going to break the 4.5 second stun. Now in process. Look at the right click. Limp going to work. There's going to be the Death Ward going through. There's no Aghanim Scepter, but Ake getting blown up with the right click still. Death Ward doing work. Limp in trouble. Pops the Satanic. Era spins away. The cheese popped just at the end of his lifespan, and S4 blinking away. No more Witch Doctor. No more Witch Doctor ulti. Bulldog barely survives, but now the base started to take some carnage here. Loda still alive. The Chemical Rage keeping him up and fighting. Maybe not the best Aghanim Scepter Dream Coil from Jonas and Fan, but they don't lose much. They lose the Seal Kid CM, and at this point, it's a glorified creep. Hanskin getting caught out. There's going to be the sounds coming through. They look for the Winning Rip. They couldn't find it. There's the Axes. S4. Does he have buyback? No, but Loda does. Loda pops the Chemical Rage. Era going to work. Tier 4 tower in some trouble. Not dead yet. Still there. Force forward. Look at S4. Silenced up but not dead. Limp now. Gets Glimmer Cape. Pops the Satanic yet again and will try to heal back up. It's taking so much damage. He's got the Aegis. He's fine. First tier 4 now down. Alliance hanging out for dear life. S4 jumps back in. Great Yules. Ags. And of course that Dream Coil back up in 8 seconds. That's the biggest, most important facet of this fight more than likely. But now Limp's just going to work. He's going to stun himself. Loda couldn't get it off. He'll have to buy back, but with no Chemical Rage, S4 pops the BKB. They're being corralled into the well. Look at this. The Ancient in dire straits. TP's coming in for the buyback. At Seal Kid with Boots of Travel. Loda gets caught out, has to pop the Mantis down. BKB goes again, this time from Ake. They'll use, of course, the Droop Pro, but it's not nearly enough. The Death Ward goes, it's back
How
on
is this
cooldown.
fight still going on?
Satanic once again,
Oh my
staying
God.
alive, but no Aegis this time. The Requiem will go, the Death Requiem. Now no buyback just yet, but Yodas and Fanwil, are they gonna go all in? Air's gonna walk back, they will. They'll buy back. They're gonna get the SF to TP back into the fray. Air's gonna just bounce out.
What is going on right now?
This is just too much.
Jonas is
and
dead.
They're throwing the game. They're throwing the game away. The Ancient is taking damage, but they've not won yet. They buy back. They don't die, luckily, on that core, that Limp SF.
All right, Limp actually uses buyback, so now his buyback's on cooldown for the next 5 minutes. Fortunately for them, Era still has one available, but still, I mean, NIP. Now this is a really tricky situation. Like, Limp, I believe, not Jonas and Fun actually uses buyback too. So the only ones that you really have it available on are the Jug. So I say all, what Alliance should do now is push out that top lane and that bottom lane as far as it can go, send the Illusions mid, and just make a mad dash.
And hope for the best team fight of their lives. Coming back from Mega Creeps, what a story would be for Alliance, and it's not that unfeasible. They have now the Maelstrom, which will be replacing the Quelling Blade in Loda's inventory.
They didn't lose the game when there was like 5,000 creeps surrounding him at 5
Dude,
heroes.
he hit 4 Satanics, I'm pretty sure. 3 or 4 Satanics on Limp. How do you not? There were 2 Death Wards. There were 2 Aghanim Scepter Dream Coils coming out from Jonas and Fan. I'm sure there were probably 2 Omni Slashes too. Maybe I didn't see with everything going on.
Dota's just like the most confusing game in the world. There's like 8,000 creeps available. Nobody really loses the game. I don't even know what's going on right now. All right, here we go. So the top lane is super pushed in. The bottom lane has done a decent job too.
I say that, but the team fight has to go immaculately. I'll use that term for Alliance in order for them to keep this game even. Or not even, but...
I mean, this out...
He's just running at
an absurd...
There's
oh,
the
Lip
roar.
doesn't have buyback!
They're gonna
He can't
Sonic
afford to
Wave.
die!
The Crimson Guardian to get the Death Ward off. He's in trouble. Pop the Satanic. He will go down the Requiem, but look at Seal Kid popping the ult. Look
right,
at the damage. The Omni Slash. Loda's going to work, though. His attack speed is insane. I can't believe it. They 5-man wiped him.
Loda?
They're all freaking dead.
They don't have buybacks! Only
they're
on the
just gonna run
Juggernaut.
down mid. Aki's already heading down there. This freaking Witch Doctor. What's happening?
Oh my god!
It comes down to Era and Seal Kid right now. Seal Kid doesn't have his ult. Era doesn't have his ult.
I mean, Loda's just playing goddamn whack-a-mole. He's just going to town. He's like, hit. All right, Seal Kid buys back, but that's like the least threatening thing.
They have to get through the glyph, they have to get through the tier 2, and they have to get through the tier 3.
But if you looked at how that last fight went, how do you win?
So
you don't have
fast,
souls on your Shadow
Look
Fiend.
how quickly they kill this tower.
Oh my god,
They have to buy
Alliance
back
are
an Era.
actually going to win this game.
They're going to win with Mega Grips. They were down 20k.
This doesn't make sense. This
They're
game's actually
Illusion
over.
straight into the base right now. The tier 3 getting assaulted. They're going to TP in with S4. The glyph will go.
No,
It'll last
Loda's
them
going
a
to take
bit
this
more.
faster than the Shadow Fiend response. They're going to win this game.
They have to buy back an Era. He's got to do something, and he's just not in the fray yet.
Oh
He's got
my
to buy back.
God.
They cannot resign their fate just yet. This game is now hanging in the balance of maybe Era on the Juggernaut, but it's just not enough. He's not even buying back. He's waiting. He's waiting and holding. The Ancient now
He
exposed.
has to.
There's the buyback. It comes
Oh, no.
almost
This
too late.
game's actually
He's gonna
done.
jump in.
Loda's
There's
just
the
gonna
Dream
hit
Coil.
it.
They're going to use the ultimate with Seal Kid,
Oh
but he gets
my
out.
God.
Where's the Omni Slash? He can't get it
can't
off. It's on cooldown for 13 seconds.
No.
They pop the Tombstone. And
No,
Loda
not
hit in
like
the base.
this.
It's going to go.
Oh my
Alliance
God.
take it. They take it. They win this series 2-0 and they will move to the majors. I can't believe it. They were down 20,000. They were down Mega Creeps. Their tier 4s were gone and their Ancient was almost destroyed. And one team fight from an Alchemist. What a goddamn way to end the night, Blitz. Oh my god, holy shit.
All right, you know what the sad thing is like that realization when I knew that Alliance won the game. I was like so hyped